Hello here, it's Eats from Eats Gaming, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build an exploding door design. This is a lot of fun and a very satisfying way to enter your base, and I've made it so it is like 90% safe. When you're working with TNT, nothing is ever 100% safe, but I'm just going to first show you how this works. So basically, this is our door design here. There's cobblestone. That is a regenerating cobblestone, as I'm going to show you right now. So to open the door, you're going to hit open door button, and you can hear hiss, 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 boom, as the door will open. This water is here just to protect everything on both sides. It's actually probably safer to cover it on water on this side, that side, and the bottom, just to be extra safe. So basically, when the TNT is dropping, we have two dispensers here because you need to enable to destroy all the cobblestone. Otherwise, you have to put it really high up and have it exactly blow up as it's in the middle of the door, which is very hard to time and it's a lot bigger and bulkier, and I don't like that. So yes, you will need TNT to build this, and if you just want to see what the opening door looks like, it's going to go like this. It's going to shove you backward a bit, but the water is there to give you a bit of protection. When you are there to close the door, you'll hit one of your closed door buttons on either side, and you'll notice cobblestone is going to be shoving through here really fast. And it's actually a pretty fast closing time for a cobblestone door like this. And eventually the mechanism is going to shut off like that. Basically, how the closed door mechanism works is there is lava and water. I've made the water with a special pit here, so it will never turn the lava to obsidian. But basically, this cobblestone is going to be regenerating here forever. Whenever this goes away, a new cobblestone piece is going to form like that with a nice satisfying hiss. And pistons can push that out, and then when the pistons retract, more cobblestone goes in. Basically, how this clock works is all your pistons are going from your 3 cobblestones, so this is a 3x3 exploding door. And every time that happens, these two observers are going to sense that piston's going to move, and then they're going to make all the pistons move again. So that's going to keep happening until it gets over to the end of there, where the cobblestone is unable to move anymore. And the piston, eventually, the cobblestone will spawn in front of the piston and just stop it from moving, meaning the whole mechanism will turn off. That's why there's a bit of delay of it turning off here. So it's just gonna spam, 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 pistons don't move, it stops. And now we're going to hop right into the tutorial. Alright, so here is what you're going to need to start. Basically, you will need a bit of obsidian to build this door. This is meant just to be really for fun. First of all, what you're going to do is build, I believe, 3 blocks on the bottom and make like a frame of 3 blocks so you have so there's space for a 3 block by 3 block in the middle here. But then on one of the sides, you are going to want to leave a 3 block hole. This is where your cobblestone is going to be going through. And then on either side of that 3x3 block, you're going to want to put some cobblestone at the bottom. You actually don't need that there. So this is where you're going to put your water at the very end. And you're just going to make this time it's going to be almost a full door frame. You will not need it for the top. I think we might need to fill a bit back up when we come back later. And on the side where you want your TNT to drop, you'll notice how it's going to be one out further than the door because there's going to be door, explosion, water. So in your explosion area, you're going to only want 1 block in the middle because we'll need 2 slots for our dispensers at the top here. And then you could go down and put your blocks here and put obsidian on either sides just to make sure it doesn't blow up the cobblestone, which is going to be protected by the water. And then just a little platform for fun. On this side, you might want to be a bit careful about your platform because, yes, TNT explodes very obviously. And you're going to want to just be prepared when making this to maybe test it out in creative, know what's exploding because TNT is never going to be perfect for you. And now let's see what we're going to do next. Alright, so what we're going to next want to do is, after you have your obsidian frame, put some sort of place where you would like to store your buttons a bit away just to make sure your TNT doesn't accidentally get to them with close and open on the searches I've done. And some redstone behind them. We'll connect this up to the mechanism later. And on the other side, again, a bit far away, you're open. I would put this on the left side, and wherever your regenerator or cobblestone generator, whatever you'd like to call it is, you want your close button. Make sure the label is so you don't accidentally are walking. You want to close it and you're walking through and you blow yourself up. So it's important to know what's what. And then another thing that you're going to want to do is figure out where your door is, 3x3 frame. I've marked the top with quartz for now. And your dispenser is going to go 4 above this quartz. So not counting the quartz, 1 obsidian, 2 obsidian. Well, that should be obsidian. 2, 3, and then 4 is going to be a dropper facing downward. You're going to want to do the same thing on the other side. Make sure that they're both surrounded by quartz, so the TNT is going to fall nice and smoothly down the chute here. You might want to put a bit extra obsidian just to make sure the TNT isn't doing any funny business like this. And then on the top, you're going to have this big quartz around as I was showing, and have a redstone line. This one is only 2 for now, going on top of the same level as these, and it's going to be running off to our switches here. And yeah, make sure your trenches here are good for your water. Make sure you have all your obsidian in, and we'll get back to you on how you should be doing the next step. Alright, so this is how you're going to start building a regenerating shield. Is first of all, there's going to be the hole in your shell. Not counting that, you count 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks away. And above that, put a 4-block tall pillar of some sort. I'm using cobblestone because this is going to be replaced by a regenerating shield. And on the back of that, you're going to want 3 pistons facing into the top 3 blocks. The bottom one is just to stop water from leaking out. But yes, you're going to want these pistons, so you might want to place the pistons first and then this pillar here. And then on the right side of it, you're going to put, lining up with the pistons, you're going to put a 3 wall around it. So they're lining up with the pistons as you could see in the back. So there's 3 spaces for you to put your lava. And I'm going to put my lava in right now. So after you have all your lava in, what you're going to want to do is take your water, and first, remember this thing on the end is going to be a 4-block high, and what you're going to want to do is build up one like a step as I see, and then go 3-block high. This is going to stop it from your lava turning into obsidian. So then after you have this here, you're going to place 1 bucket of water at the top, and it should flow down. To test to make sure this is going to work, I'm going to break the top. It regenerates. Second one regenerates. And third one, it regenerates. Don't break the bottom one because that's just to stop water from leaking. And we're going to build the redstone contraption next to all right here. So here's the next step, what you're going to want to do. Out of your top piston, place an observer with the red going out on the top. And out of your middle piston, put an observer going out into a block. And then what you're going to want to do is with the top observer here, after you've built like a 3x3 platform, kind of cutting into this area here, you're going to place redstone so it makes a U here, going right on top of this observer and right through that observer. And then for your bottom piston, what you're going to want to do is build like an L shape here, have a redstone going in, make sure it's facing in, and then it going out like this. And after you've had all of that, you actually get to connect it up here. So we're going to take that redstone line and connect it to this other redstone line here. So as you can see, all the redstone in your farm should now be connected. And now we're going to be able to run it to all of our buttons that we placed earlier in this video. Alright, this step is a pretty simple one. What you're going to want to do is from your button, one underneath your button so the redstone lines up, just connect it to anywhere in the mechanism. I'm putting it onto this staircase really here, and that should connect it up to the mechanism. So when we hit this button, you'll see how the door is going to be expanding out here. We're just going to wait. And as you can see, I actually made a mistake. But basically what my mistake was is I built this too high up actually here. You want this bottom block to be 1 lower. it. So this door frame is going to line up. So these three cobblestone will go through. So you can see the mechanism worked. I made a mistake in judging the distance here. But yes, you're going to want to make sure those three will line up with the hole that you put in your wall here. Sorry about that. And then for your other side, where it says close, what you're going to want to do is just connect up that redstone. The next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure this is filled with TNT and make sure that you're safe and you're at full hearts in case this goes wrong. But you're going to take this redstone line and connect it up to the buttons on either side. This one is an open button, so we're going to make that. It lines up with that there. And then you're going to want to make sure it's a bit away from the door. The obsidian should protect it here. But yes, so you're going to put it up through here. So you're going to take your redstone, connect it up. Oops, sorry. Take your redstone, connect it up. And so it goes out from the top of that. And for your second button here, you're going to do the same thing. So this is what you're going to look like. I had to use a repeater because this line is getting too long. And again, you're going to connect it up from the other side and make sure it's filled with TNT. And that should work. Mine isn't filled with TNT, but as you can see, you hit that, it will activate the dispensers up there. And that is the end of this video. I'm sorry again about my lousy measurements. Make sure that you don't do that and watch the whole video before you do anything like I did. I hope you enjoyed and you will like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm actually back here. The last thing that you're actually going to want to do is take your water and put your water up at the top here so it flows down. Put blocks in front of it to make sure that the water isn't going to be spewing out and it flows into that trench. Do this on both sides, and that is going to protect all of your redstone or help protect. There are still some ways it could sneak in, but you want to just, all you have to do is have that block at the top and it should just fall into that trench there. And yeah, that's how it's going to end.